All right, good afternoon. John Milojo, I believe you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are the only one here, and I'm just going to go straight away to start because of time. Because of our time, I'm just going to start very quickly so that we'll be able to finish on time. Okay, so last week we talked about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and we were able to come to a conclusion of writing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript on our code. And I told us that we have quite a number of scripts to write on our code, and we started already. So today we are just going to continue from where we stopped last week on our script. I'm just going to quickly go straight to the point. I'm going to write the script first for you, then you would just follow by just doing what I do. That is, you write your own line as I'm writing too. So by the time I finish writing the lines, I'm going to explain them to you, and then we're just going to continue from there. I just hope that we'll be able to complete the whole script today. If not, we might have to complete them tomorrow. John, I believe you can see my screen. Just wait if you can see my screen. You can see my code on your screen there. John, I want you to wave in front of your camera. John, you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Let me know if you can hear me or mute. Let me know if you can hear me or mute yourself.
Okay, John, you're welcome back. So I will just continue from where our code stops, and I'm just going to continue typing. So just what you do is just follow by writing your own lines of code as well. So because of time, I'll just quickly go straight to writing the codes. Just follow along.
Okay, we can show it in all these before I want to give you right now because I will not have time to start talking about the immediately the last year, and because of that, I will not be able to. I will not be able to start giving that day. So I would like to. I would like you to. Okay, I would like you to make sure that you look at the codes again. Look at the codes again and just write the ones you have known before. So write one thing that's for this slide. So I make sure you write one for the slide. Then I'll do one for the I'll show you one for the cars and also one for the clouds. So let's start with the slide. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do that now. 1 minute each to write that now. Quickly, I've not written it before. If you have written before, you can just tell me that you have it and you can just go ahead and continue. So I'm waiting for you to do that. So have you written that? The code for this price. Okay. Okay. The code is right in front of you. That's this code here. This one's here when you write out keys, text by pen, next, due, and this for the sprite. Now for the first car now. So that's for the first car. I told you the codes for the cars are the same thing, almost the same anyway. Now Colin, if you write it the first time you did, you were on with us now.
Certainly link. I think no, really certainly link. Because I'm looking for link where the link. Where the link.
So if you are mixing the code for the sprite, the code for the sprite, then the code for the first car, then the code for the second car. They are almost the same thing, like I said. So and the code for the cloud, it's almost the same thing. So what we want to do next for today, we want to be ourselves scores and also want to be able to maybe you can do levels without a break, but much more want to be able to give ourselves scores.
Function draw ball, draw ball.
Please and please, if you have any questions and what we have done in the past, let me know. And then
CTX dot begin.
if you have any questions, what we have done in the past, just let me know.
I cannot even remember almost everything that I wrote.
But I told you to write it that time. Did you answer me?
So everybody
CTX
So it means you can go ahead.
dot ERC
Everybody
arc
understands you can go ahead.
bracket x comma
Okay.
y comma
I'm starting right away.
wall
Okay, so
r
remember we use right?
then
Let's give you a review of what we have done so far.
max
We needed to background,
by
backdrops or costumes, backdrops or costumes.
so
I think I'll send this code before to you. I told you to do that. I told you to do that.
CTX
Okay,
dot fill style equals, and this is supposed to be our color.
Like I said,
So I'm going to use the color code
we have this right. We have to
00C853. Semicolon CTX fill and CTX close path and the next line now I want to drop on function drop on
So we also need that we press the arrow of and we press the arrow
drop on CTX dot begin path as usual.
And we also see that the class are moving by themselves. The class are moving by themselves. I want to stop, I want to use stop scripts. But I want to stop for now. So we also need to press the flag because we keep moving. And that was our game.
Canvas
And what is stopping the normally
right
is that it touches the car, it begins to stop. That's the
minus on W on H
So also we have put our cards,
CTX fill style
controls. And we're going to use our new statement. So we're going to use our new statement and we're going to show that inside our car codes. And you saw also that our cloud.
Thanks for joining us. Please do well to mute your mic as you're coming in. Thank you. And because of time, I might not want to explain too long. What we're doing is we're just trying to complete the JavaScript part of our code. And here, where I have my cursor is where we ended last week, and this is where I started from today. We wanted to create a condition for our games and write all the functions. And I told you that I'm just going to go quickly and write the codes at least to some extent before we continue, before I come back to explain some of the things that I should explain to you here. So just make sure you write the correct thing, and if for any reason your code doesn't work, then something is wrong with your code, then you have to debug. That is why you have to write according. Maybe you write first with what I write, like I told you. The only things you can change are things in the content. This is JavaScript. I want to believe that there's nothing in here that you should change except for the colors. Now I'm using color codes to write my color here. So if you use a color name or a color code like I am using, you will also get your results. So okay, so I will just continue from here. This is color as well. Hash 185 is color E20. The color code I want to use. Don't forget to put CTX dot fill. In this line, down to last context. Not close back. And of course, I'll close this too. Now, to the next. Now, draw bricks. So I'm going to create another function. Draw bricks. Bricks dot for each, and I get a function again. Brick is less than -230. So we have a condition. Conditional statements, and that is if statement is something like if, something like else if. So those are if break and they are also dot status. We have something called loops, and I think about loops. Something called loops, where you see something like repeat or return. So you see, this repeats now is a CTX dot begin path. CTX dot RCT rectangle is in brackets break dot x break dot y. Can you see now? It's not because of your network. Okay, it's not because of your network. That's why you can see. Break W. Hello, can you see that one? Can you still see it now? Break okay, height. So the reason why you can't see it is because people of the network. Make sure you have a strong internet connection. You have a strong internet connection. Okay. CTX freestyle. Context. Freestyle. Sorry. supposed to have equal to
You cannot see my screen. That must be because of the network.
1B9E,
So
1B9E,
uh,
context field,
sorry about that. So sorry about that. We have just make sure you listen very well. Once you listen very well, I can explain myself and you can just follow. You can just follow my system. Because I'm just listening while I'm trying to explain it to you. Thank you. Okay, so presently, if your scratch is open and you cannot see the screen, I just click the control tab under.
please mute your mic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mute your mic, please. Thank you. Okay. Don't forget I told you that you have to end every line with a semicolon, else your code might not work. So I don't want to make that mistake so that I don't have problems later. So the last one here, I want to write city context dot close path, and this is all for this line, and I'm through with this. Paste this here. I want to check my code again and be sure that I properly close every line of my code so that I don't have problems later on. Okay, so I'll go ahead to the next line. This time I want to create a function for the collision detection. Collision detection. So when a collision is detected on the bricks each,
So we can do that for the second time.
that status return
Each of them can reach this last edge. It's going to be very one. So let's try that if that's going to work. So see now we have to go. See our scores are
and want to create a variable in bricks colon. X greater than b dot
So our
x
cars are moving
is less than b dot x plus 3 in brick row.
That is the next thing I want to do now. Next,
Y is greater than b dot y. Y is less than b dot y as well, plus Break.
Yes, the one is code. Yeah, that's very, very good. I'm very well because that's the point of the question. The reason why you put
Condition if in break row, in break column,
one, I actually I'm trying to keep the yellow card in some seconds.
then
See my screen. You see wait.
T of y
5 seconds. So
was minus
I'm not deciding by
minus T of y
so simple text is not decided. So that's
b
that
status
and also
equals 0.
when the environment is waiting, everyone is going to see that it's waiting. Look at if I remove this I,
I'm going to end this here.
if I remove this I from this if I remove this I, if I remove this I, then it's those of you see that the yellow card is still here. You see the yellow card is still here. You see that you have to just go okay. So that I will not see that I going to get the first I.
Okay.
Now,
Now we are almost coming to an end. This class also will be ending in 10 minutes, and we still have a few lines of code to write. I believe you are writing your codes as I'm writing mine. If you have gotten to this stage and you have saved your work, you should have a particular result by now. This is supposed to be 1B, 1B, 9E20. This is code color. So the function again, going to call another function. So on that function, and this one is to draw. This is to draw. You want to draw. And ctx dot clear rectangle.
I mean, that's a sensing.
0, 0 again, canvas width.
This cat is touching this sprite, she stopped. Cat should stop moving. So now
Canvas dot height.
you say if touching, I put the touching inside, then I make this and I put sprite.
This in this line. Draw breaks.
So if touching sprite,
And this line.
stop.
Draw ball. Sorry. Draw bonk. And finally, we want to show call for this and say if each side wall inside wall. This S to the capital letter, JavaScript rule, W is capital letter, JavaScript. Of x equal minus t of x. If you have a question, you can please ask me before this class ends in about 7 minutes. It's top.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, with you, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Hello, with you, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Yes, sir.
Sir. Hello.
I can hear you, sir.
Continue, sir. Continue.
Okay, sir. So say it stop when if it stop you want to have this. It's on. Then you have g of y equals to minus d of y. Geometry, I think you need to work on the internet. It keeps logging you out, and I have to just admit you in again and again and again. If game over, if game over, you want to call document dot location. I'm just going to complete this line and I'm going to save my game, and I'm going to round up from here. Dot reload. Then I want to create a variable for right arrow. 39 and left arrow 37. I still have a few number of code lines to write, but I want to stop here first and then quickly try and go through what we have already. Now, from last week, we stopped at where we created a variable for the bricks, and what we're able to do from here is try to use JavaScript to create the bricks in our game, that is the bricks that the balls are going to eat, and also create the ball as well. So we use function to carry out these operations, that is to do these things, and that is the functions we have created here. that you can see. So we have the functions that draws the ball, we have the functions that draw the punk, we have the function that draw the bricks, the bricks in the game, and then another function for collision. Now this function for collision means that when the ball hits either the wall of the punk or hits any of the bricks, then each of this is going to happen. So this is what we have been able to achieve. And before I end this class, I'm going to save this file and I'm going to open it in my browser. Before this class comes to an end, I'm going to open it in my browser and I'm going to show you what it is like. So tomorrow we are just going to complete this game by